Hi, I'm Matt Saputo, and I'm going to teach you guys on how technology can affect us in the future. Now, here's the problem statement. Something is happening in our everyday lives that is drastically changing our society. The ever-evolving in technology has impacted our lives in profession and personal ways. The world of work is in such of a flux that it creates anxiety for the future. And so currently, 30 to 45% of the working age population is unemployed and inactive. This includes 75 million youths are officially unemployed. Advanced technology has changed the workforce to have businesses and individuals to be more dependent on computer-based infrastructures. Automation has enabled growth in technology, including robotics and artificial intelligence. These have raised difficult questions on a broader impact on how automation has affected our jobs, skills, wages, and the nature of work itself. The purpose. The purpose of this presentation is to provide research and to analyze studies of how technology can affect the future of our society and plays a part in the reforming organizations. Now, the scope is to review the overall effects of technology in the workforce, to explore emerging technologies' influence upon organizations and individuals. Third is to research and analyze professionals' experience in the technology field. And lastly is our conclusion. Research. My primary research was to include interviews and professionals who are in management and design in the technological industry. These sources provide how the business world has been impacted by the technological evolution. My secondary research was for entrepreneurs, computer science experts, and researchers from a software company. Now, here's one of my graphs. This is how technology will impact job opportunities. 66% create opportunities, they say. 14% say it will eliminate opportunities. And 20% will say it will have no impact. Now, next one is how future technology impacts employees. This study is showing staffing changes made in the past year, and 45% say hiring technological skilled workers, 18% say outsourcing work, and 10% say laying off workers. Now, new technologies in the workplace. So, you got robotics, which is 17%, wearables, saying 16%, artificial intelligence, 15%, and you have AR and VR, which is 11%. Now, workers' opinions. 51% are excited about learning new technologies, 35% are hopeful, 8% are sort of worried, and 6% are very frustrated. Now, the people who are willing to learn these new skills are 87%, and the unwilling are 4%. Now, my primary research, it was the following results were by professionals who have been in their industry 20 to 30 years. I interviewed a robotics software engineer, a telecommunications business manager, and a software engineer. These are their responses in the next slide. So, here's my first interview. How has new technology helped you on your job? My robotics engineer says, it helps me pay the bills, keeps me employed. I work with robots in machine revisions, PLCs, all kinds of technology design systems, which has helped me in a big way. The software engineer, he says, helps me every day. It helps me stay efficient, connected, and keeps things on the right track. Lastly, the manager says, it helps me improve communications and gets things done 10 times faster. Now, my next interview question was, have you been retrained on high-tech equipment? Robotics engineer said, I recently just went to class and had to learn a new programming language for a new controls platform, the PLC, which is the Programmable Logical Control. The manager said, yes, there is always new technology software being introduced. And the software engineer says, yes, more than once. He also replied that technology keeps things visible and consistent. The next interview was, did you have a job where you had to use a new form of technology? The robotics engineer said, absolutely. Had to configure some new hardware and new communication protocols into a robotic system. The manager says, was working for a company who had to embed technology to be more fluent than doing things manually. This improved quality in the work, but released some workers too. Lastly, a software engineer said, yeah, always using new forms of technology. For example, I'm using a new software, the ARX, which is a Microsoft ERP system. Now, my next question was, have robots changed your industry? Alright, so here's the next interview. Have robots changed your industry? The robotics engineer says, yes. Being in the automotive field, always working on robots. They are all over for the assembly line. They have taken people's positions. The manager says, it has helped proficiency and be more effective, but also means you're more profitable. This results in less mistakes. A software engineer then says, yeah, for sure, robotics are everywhere in my field. The next question is, do you foresee a huge change in technology and how? The robotics engineer says, yeah, AI, a new system of internet. AI can become dangerous over the years. Bots will become so active they will argue and talk to themselves and not even know about it. They have one bot posting on Twitter and the other one is arguing with it, discussing different topics. The manager says, yes, it's already around us in so many ways, like social media and advertising. You search the internet on any social program and you have advertising for something you've already looked at. And the software engineer says, artificial intelligence, which is becoming self-learning, and it's what I believe will change in the future. The last question I had was, is technology being overused? Has technology stop it for a second. My last interview question was, is technology being overused? The robotics engineer said, yes, it has negatively impacted me with people calling me non-stop, wishing I didn't have a phone stuck to my side some days and be able to relax for a while. So now he feels obligated to see what the notification he gets, and most of the times it's never good news. Now here is my pie chart. Digital technology increases to 11 hours per day. So 44% is TV, 24% is radio, so like in your cars, 13% is your smartphone, 10% is your internet, 5% is DVR, your gaming console is only 2%, your DVD Blu-ray is 1%, and your multimedia device is 1%. Now, ways work will change in the future. The rise of digital workforce, increased task automation, increased use of artificial intelligence, collaboration between humans and robots, learning in the workplace, continued rise of the contract and freelance workers, and digital workplaces. Next is new technologies require professional training. As automation software, robotics, and other forms of new technology disrupt workplaces, workers are worried about the future career prospects. Businesses that introduce new technology can dispel fears and improve morale by providing professional development opportunities and training. Now, important ways jobs will change. That's 75% of Generation Z employees will be interested in having multiple roles in one place of employment. Mobile technology increases with available internet access. Remote workers become more common. Technology will continue to evolve in the workplace, so everyone will have to adapt with new skills. Workers will have to adapt to artificial intelligence algorithms and intelligent machines. Now, workers need acclimatic to technology.
Stop.
Now, workers need to acclimate to technology. 48% of workers believe that technology will have the biggest impact on the future of work. Nearly 1 in 5 businesses, which is 17%, has already implemented robotics such as self-services, kiosk, or automation software. Most workers, 87%, are willing to adapt their skills for the changing workplace. Now, nearly half of businesses, which is 45%, hired new employees with technical knowledge or skills in the past year. The conclusion. The workforce needs to be aware of the ever-evolving technology that impacts the future of our jobs. Individuals will need to learn new skills to be competitive in the workplace. The rise of the digital workforce and the increased use of artificial intelligence and automations have changed the landscapes of industries. Now, collaborations between humans and robots is necessary as robots become their everyday lives. Increased technology results in remote workplaces and the need for contract or freelancers. Questions, concerns? And here are my sources. Thank you.